Assalamu alaikum, I'm Sajid and you're watching my YouTube channel, and my today's video is going to be about what we are going to study JavaScript BigInt. Okay, so we have studied before integers and numbers, so now what was the need to have this BigInt? So let's look at it in detail now. Right, so JavaScript BigInt were variables. So keep remember, these are variables. JavaScript BigInt are type of variable used to store big integer values that are too big to be represented by a normal JavaScript number. So as name indicates, BigInt, so it means it's about something big. Sort of numbers which were not like possible to be represented by normal numbers in JavaScript. So now we have BigInt in JavaScript, so that's cool. Okay, so why we have it, as you know, if you are already familiar or you have seen my previous videos about JavaScript, you know that JavaScript integer accuracy, JavaScript integers are only accurate up to 15 digits. So we see this by an example. Okay, so where is my mouse? Here. Right, so look at this number, integer precision. Here we have 15 numbers and here we have 16 digits number. Alright, so what will happen when we display these numbers in JavaScript? So if I run this example, you can see here the first number, which has 15 integer, is properly displayed here. So let's count them: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 and 15. So 15 digits number is properly displayed. But what happened to the next my variable y? Oh my god, so it has 16 digits, so it's not properly being displayed. So this is converted to something strange number, right? So how to solve this problem? So now we have the solution, and that is called BigInt, right? So in JavaScript, all numbers are stored in a 64-bit floating point. This we have discussed in a previous video. Format called IEEE 754 standard. So with this standard, large integers can not be exactly represented and will be rounded, right? So because of this, JavaScript can only safely represent integers up to this large number, and to the downside, to the negative side, it can have up to this number. Okay, so integer values outside this range lose precision. Okay, so if you have something outside these two numbers, what will happen? You will lose precision, right? Okay, so now the next question is, how you gonna create a BigInt? So how to define a BigInt so that it looks different than a normal number? So to create a BigInt, append and this letter n to the end of an integer or call BigInt. Okay, so let's look at this example. Okay, this what we're going to do here. First is my integer number 999. These, you know, these are more than 15, so that's why it's not being properly displayed here, right? So next I define a BigInt for the same number. This is my variable y. Let y is equal to BigInt, and I put this number inside this round brackets and with BigInt, right? So now see, when I print out, y is properly displayed. It means now JavaScript is recognizing my number correctly. Okay, this is one way, and as I told you, there's another way to define BigInt. That is to put a small letter n at the end of the number. So let's put this number here. We go to our keyboard, remove this BigInt. This is one way of defining it, and I put a small letter n here. Okay, so when I put a letter n here and I run the code again, oh my god, it's the same, it's the same. Oh yes, it is the same. So it means we can have two ways to define BigInt, by using BigInt definition and by having a small letter n at the end of the number. So this is the second way to define BigInts in JavaScript. So I hope you understand what is BigInt now. So as you know, the BigInt, a new JavaScript data type. Yes. So as you know, there's a method called typeof, and we use this type of method to know the data type, right? So here we have this example. If you look at this example, we define one number, one variable, okay, BigInt with this is a large number, many nines. I hope these are more than 15. So when I come use this method, type of x means I want to know the data type of this variable x. So it gives me BigInt. Oh yes, that's interesting, right? Okay, so what is happening here? What is happening here is that BigInt is the second numeric data type in JavaScript after number. With BigInt, the total number of supported data types in JavaScript reaches to 8. Okay, right? Keep remember this thing. There used to be 7 data types in JavaScript. Now we have the 8th data type in JavaScript. So now total we have 8 types of data types in JavaScript. So the first one is BigInt. We have the boolean, you all know that, true, false, and then we have null, number, object, string, symbol, and undefined. So these are totally 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 data types. So if someone asks you how many data types there, so your quick answer will be 8, right? Not 7, because now we have the very interesting and lovely BigInt here. Okay, so next move to our next part of this lecture. So BigInt operators. Yeah, I mean, by now we have defined BigInt, but that's not enough. We have to perform some operations on the big integer. So how to do that? So operators that can be used on JavaScript Number can also be used on BigInt. That's interesting. It means all the operators like multiplication, division, and all that stuff which we could apply on number can be used on the BigInt as well. So let's look at the multiplication here. This is my example where I have two variables, let x and some big numbers ending with a small beautiful letter n, and then we have y. This is my other variable y ending with n. These two are BigInts. I'm multiplying these two BigInts and storing the result in z and then printing it out. Oh my god, it's so big number. Wow, so big. So this was only possible because we now have the A data type, which is BigInt, right? So we can perform multiplication between the BigInts, right? All operations which we could do on the numbers are possible in the BigInt. And first, there are some important notes here, and what they say is arithmetic between BigInt and number is not allowed. Type conversion lose information. Oh my god, that's not good. So BigInt and numbers are not allowed. Arithmetic, you cannot multiply a normal number with a BigInt and similarly divide or do any other arithmetic operation between two different types or data types, we can say now. So that's not gonna happen, and using unsigned right shift cannot be done on the BigInt. It does not have a fixed width, right? So these are some important notes you need to remember. Okay, now what is big int decimal? A big int cannot have decimal. Oh no, my god, what's this? Wow. So cannot mix big int and other types, use explicit conversion. So what's gonna happen here? Okay, so if I want to for example, okay, and what I'm going to do, I am Control V, right? This is my x. X is a normal number, right? And let, right? And if I say, when I remove this y, and answer will be 2.5, right? Or maybe it's 7, so answer will be 3.5. now I make it a big number, right? And try to do the oh my god, there's no answer. What happened? The thing is, a big int cannot have decimals, cannot mix big int and other types, use explicit conversion, right? So if I have to have a division which we're gonna have an answer of like decimal, that not gonna work, and have to do explicit conversions for that. But if I have, let's do an example, if I had 8 where there's not going to be decimal, what's gonna happen in that? Yeah, that works fine. Okay, no, this is not works fine. This is 8, so make it big int. Now try. It's not also working, right? It means division doesn't work here, and right. So what we need to do, we need to do explicit conversion. We need to convert x to a number, and then this will work. Okay, so let's remove this part and uncomment this, and now see, now we have answer 4, right? And if I had 7 here, it will be 3.5. so that's interesting. You have learned something very interesting concept here. Keep remember it, right? Okay, so let's move forward. And similarly, big int, hexadecimal, octal, and binary. Big int can also be written in hexadecimal, octal, or binary notation. So you can see here, I'm not gonna go into much detail. So if you have a number, very big number, and we are putting a small n at the end, and you can write the number in octal, in binary, on hexadecimal way. And as you can see, the end result is the same number, but we are writing the same number in different ways, okay, or in hexadecimal or binary format. Okay, precision, curiosity, rounding can compromise program security. Okay, so rounding can compromise program security. So we have max safe integer example. See here, we have this number and this number which are not same, so it shows they are similar. So we have integer precision problem here, right? So that's why what's gonna happen next, we need to see browser support. BigInt is supported in many browsers, and you can see Chrome, Edge, Firefox, Safari, and Opera. Okay, next we look at few things. Minimum, maximum safe integer. As you know, these are the properties of the number object we have seen in last video. So we can have max safe integer as minimum safe integer, and then we have two new methods. Number methods is integer, is safe integer. So we can know if something is integer or is a safe integer. So what is a safe integer? As you know, safe integer, okay, so where's my pen? So what is safe integer? Yeah, a safe integer is an integer that can be exactly represented as a double precision number, the number is safe in the method number dot is safe integer returns true if the argument is safe integer. So let's try this. And okay, so here what we are going to do, we have the script here, and okay, we have a number. What's going to happen? Okay, so we are running these methods. Is safe integer, we gave it an argument or 10, and it says yeah, it's a safe integer. And then we give a very big number, and it says a false number. If we remove something, it's still not good. If we remove something more, now it's true, because it was becoming more than 15 integers when I removed some digits from the end. Now it says it's safe integer. So you have learned another concept here. So we have in numbers methods called is safe integer to make sure that the number is safe. So safe integers are all integers within this range, 2 power 53 minus 1, and this is safe. Yeah, this is not safe because because this is the positive upper limit, and when we go to at the end we go from 91 to 92, this goes out of the range, right? And this is not safe. Okay guys, I hope you learned some concept in this video. I will wrap up my video here. I'll be back with another video on JavaScript soon. If you like the video, please comment and let me know. It will encourage me to make more videos for you, right? If no comments, no subscriptions, I don't have motivation. So be my motivation and help me to grow this channel for you. So take care, bye bye, subscribe, share with your colleagues and friends. I'll be back with another video. Till that time, take care, bye bye, and Allah Hafiz.